Welcome, everyone. I am Echo, one of the hosts for the 3am Avenue podcast series and member of the Pipe Network, and also your host for this year's Pod Fiesta. Alongside me is the founder of Pod Fiesta himself, Mr. Miko Santos. Hi, Miko.
Hi, Eka. Just like Eka, I'm also a podcaster as well and a member of the Podcast Syndicate. So, welcome to Pod Fiesta Summit. So, this summit was created to help you, independent podcaster, to learn more about podcasting and networking with other podcasters.
And speaking of networking, Pod Fiesta is all about connecting with some of the most prominent faces in the podcast industry in the fields of media, entertainment, business, real estate, and so much more.
And of course, this summit will not only introduce you to our keynote speakers, but also give you a chance to learn while enjoying it. Definitely something to look out for.
Yes, we are excited to see you and connect with you on April 10 to 11, 2021. For more details, please don't forget to catch us at podfiestasummit.com to know more about our event scheduled lined up for you and our speakers as well.
See you and happy podcasting.
Happy Pod Fiesta!
All right, thank you for that. So, good evening, good day, or wherever you are in part of the world. Hello, this is Miko Santos again, and 11 a week, or so it's 1 week to go before the Pod Fiesta Summit. So we're very excited about that. So hopefully also you're very excited about the Pod Fiesta Summit. So for today, what we're gonna do for today is I'm gonna repeat again how to use Hopin as a attendee. Okay, I'll give you another video tutorial so that whoever already have a ticket via Hopin will show you how to use it. Okay, I'll give you the video now. Okay, so
Hi there, and welcome to Hopin. We are so excited to have you on the platform. This video will give you a brief overview of how to use Hopin during your event. So first things first, this is the reception page. This page goes live when the event begins. You can check back on this page throughout the event to see what's coming up in the schedule, and check the description to see what your organizer wants to tell you above. On the right-hand side, you can see a few tabs. The People tab includes a list of everyone who is registered for the event. If you wanted to send a private message to someone, you can click inside their name and send them a private message. We have polls as well. Organizers will create polls throughout the event, and you can vote for them at any time. Once you vote for a poll, you can see how others have voted. And then there's the session chat. This will enable you to share your thoughts and comments with everyone at the entire event. Now, there are four main components to a Hopin event: the stage, breakout sessions, networking, and the Expo Hall. The main stage is where big fireside chats or keynotes will happen during your event. Be sure to check this screen to see what's coming up. Breakout sessions are a little bit smaller. You can join a breakout session simply by clicking on the desired breakout session, and you can just watch what's going on screen, or you can type in the chat to engage with fellow attendees and speakers. If there's an interactive component to the session, like a Q&A with speakers, you can join on screen by clicking Share Audio and Video. Networking is one-to-one video networking. This will match you up with someone else in the event at random. You can participate in networking and chat with whoever you network with for a predetermined amount of time set by the event host. And finally, the Expo Hall. This is where sponsor and vendor booths are. You can click inside a sponsor or vendor booth and see that they have a specific special offer that they're giving to attendees. You can share your interest to receive emails from that organizer, or you can join on screen to engage with the booth organizer as well. You may see instead of this a pre-recorded video from YouTube or Vimeo that you can watch at any time. And don't forget to navigate to the booth chat feature, where you can share how much you love their product or drop a question for the booth organizer to get back to you on later. That's all from me. I hope you have a wonderful event.
Okay, so that is the experience of how, just gonna double check. So that's how as attendee you're gonna do. And then I'm gonna show you as well the Hopin demo experience. It's a Hopin demo experience so that we'll see as an attendee. Okay. Right. Let's see now. Okay.
Everybody, this is Dave with Hopin, and I'm going to show you the attendee experience in a live Hopin
All right.
event. So we're
Okay,
in a
so
Hopin event right now, and I'm in the reception area. The reception area is the first thing that you see when you land in a Hopin event.
all right, give me 1 second. So it's gonna. All right.
With different rooms that have different
Let's see.
live video collaboration functions. You have the reception, stage, sessions, networking, and expo. And I'm going to go through these in this demo and show you how each of them work. One thing is that these are all interchangeable. You can have one or two of them or all of them. So for this event, we have all the areas in our Hopin event. Over on the right, you can see we have our chat where you can send messages and introduce yourself. Hi, everyone. Hopin was designed. There's Aaron, my colleague who's attending this event. We're going to see Aaron and Franz throughout this event as other attendees. Hopin was designed to replicate the in-person event experience almost exactly. And you'll see how we accomplished that through some innovative live video ways in these different areas of our event. So with the reception area, this is where you can easily see what's happening now with a big button that sends your attendees to where the action is according to the schedule. So you have your description on the reception page. This is text that you customize as the organizer. And then you have the sponsor area. These are clickable links, and you have the schedule. The schedule shows what's happening, when and where in Hopin, and who's speaking. So with that, I'm going to move to the stage. Here you can see Aaron and Franz are on stage, and they're using Hopin's backstage. And I can view them. They can see the chat. I can interact with them, and this is being broadcasted live. So they can share their screens. They can share slides. This is where your big keynotes, fireside chats, panels, group discussions. Up to 6 people can be on stage, and 100,000 people can be in your Hopin event watching the stage. So if you're doing a big talk in your event, it's going to be probably on stage. That's one thing that's different about Hopin, is that it's built for scale. It's not just one room where there's a meeting between select individuals, but it's a venue where you can have up to 100,000 people. We have polls to the right over here. You can create a poll. This is for organizers. And then when you create a poll, which I will do now, how is this event? Great. And good. Create poll. It loads instantly, and you can vote and see the results live. So 2 votes have happened. 100% have said it's great. And then we have the people tab over here, and this shows who's in the event, and you can see folks' profiles, social links, titles, and send direct messages. This is collapsible to make the video full screen. And with that, we're going to move to sessions. We have 2 sessions here. So the sessions is the area where your group breakout sessions are. These are virtual roundtables, you could say. And so I'm going to jump into this one, Elon Musk private table. And you can see that I have this participate button, and this allows me to go on camera. So I'm able to select my devices, get a preview before I join, and then I'll hit apply. And now I'm in this session participating, and up to 10 people can join this session. So there's Aaron, and you can see there's 4 people watching. So there's Franz. So we're now all in this session. You can have up to 10 on camera like this, and 500 people can be in the session, still interacting with the session chat. Aaron just dropped a message in the session chat. But there's a limit of 10 that can go on camera at any one time. That can be managed in several different ways. You can have a session be an open session where everyone has the participate button and can come and go as they please, or it can be invite only, where selected individuals, aka your speakers, are the only ones that have that participate button to go into a session and give a talk while everyone else is off camera watching and chat and interacting over chat. Or you can have a moderated session. And a moderated session is there's a moderator, and the moderator lets people into the stream and can one-click remove them out. So those are the different options in a session. I'm going to share my screen really quick just to show you some possibilities here. If I'm sharing this, go back, double click, and it makes it full screen. I'll shrink the chat, makes it even more full screen. And so now you have 3 of us going through a presentation in a session. So sessions are really good for collaboration, group discussion, decision-making, and other collaborative, hackathons, working sessions. So those are our sessions. You can also give the add session button. So this allows your attendees to create their own sessions in your Hopin event. This is an optional button that you can disable and just have that removed, or you can have the add session button and then give your attendees that creative liberty to create their own discussions. These can be deleted by the organizer in the back end. With that, let's go to networking. Networking is where our one-on-one meetings take place. So if I click this ready button, I'm going to be instantly matched up with someone else in the networking area. This is essentially it's a automated matchmaking tool within your event. So if I click this button, I'm going to be matched up with someone else in the networking area. So here's Aaron. Hello, Aaron. And a timer starts at the top. It was set to 3 minutes by me as the organizer. That can be 10 minutes. It can be any amount of time that you want. This connect button down here at the bottom, if both Aaron and I click connect, it will exchange our contact information. It's essentially like a business card being exchanged between us. If one person clicks it and the other does not, a connection is not made. At the end of an event, you get a summary of the connections that you made at a Hopin event, kind of like reviewing your business cards to make it easy to follow up. So I'm going to click leave. Bye, Aaron. I'm going to click leave, and we'll do it again. I'm going to click ready and connect with Franz. Hey, Franz.
Hey.
And then I'm going to leave, and we're going to move on to Expo. One thing with the networking area is that this can be segmented, where the default is everybody can meet everybody at an event, but you can segment that to be where certain ticket holders can meet certain ticket holders, such as students and teachers, or job seekers and employers, or investors and startup founders. So it's completely up to the organizer to set up the networking in that way. Next, we're going to go to the Expo area. This is our virtual vendor booth hall. So we have 2 booths here, one by Canva and one by Conference Coffee, where you can grab a cup of Joe on us. So I'm going to get into the Canva booth, and here you can see there's a pre-recorded video for me to watch. And then there's also a special event offer. Here is where I can click this button, and the default is register interest. When you click the register interest button, it lets the sponsor or the vendor know that you've registered interest in their booth. And it's essentially giving over in one click contact information for following up later. You can also customize this button, and I'll jump into the other booth to show you an example. You can customize this button to have it be any sort of link or CTA, such as book a meeting or download white paper. You can interact in the booth chat The event chat is to the left and the booth chat is to the right as the default. So you can ask a question to a vendor in the booth. So in this instance, if I'm the vendor, I'm now participating on camera, and folks watching in the booth can join the session and we can have a back and forth. Like Aaron just joined the booth, and we can now discuss. I can give a live product demo. I could do a personalized service consultation in this booth. I could go through a presentation, but it's essentially just like a physical booth at an event where you can provide information about your products and your services. So with that, that is an overview of a full Hopin event. There's lots of customizations, lots of flexibility, lots that you can tailor to fit the goals and needs of your event experience. So for example, you can customize the branding in your event. You can also use a separate registration system, but we have multiple plans that fit all sorts of use cases. Get in touch, and thanks for watching. See ya.
All right, so that's the Hopin
Hi everyone, it's
walk
Dave. I'm going to show you how to create a Hopin event from.
So I'm just gonna show you again another video. So this is
Hi, this is Dave with
for
Hopin. I'm going to
live Hopin event walkthrough.
show you an
Let
example of
me
a live
share
Hopin
out this
event.
link
We're looking
now.
at TNW 2020.
All right, let me see. Then so walk through. All right.
It's the Next Web's annual conference with thousands of people. This event is live. I've already got my ticket, and I'm going to enter this event as an attendee. So by watching this video, at the end of it, you should have a good idea of what it looks like, feels like for an attendee to experience your event hosted on Hopin. Ready to jump in? Let's do it. So what we're looking at right now is the registration page that comes with all Hopin events. It's included when you sign up for Hopin. And it's pretty standard. It has, your custom description, your sponsors that you can tier, gold, silver, and bronze. You have your schedule here with add to calendar links. You can see who's speaking. You can also jump down to your speakers and booths, all within your event. So this is a action-packed event, multi-day, long schedule. It's a 3-day event. So ready to jump in? Let's do it. So with Hopin, the best way to think about it is a virtual venue. It's kind of like entering a custom convention center that the organizer, the Next Web, has done a phenomenal job of customizing so that it's on brand and feels and looks just like their venue that they've built for this conference. So you can see there the coloring, the GIF and the hero image, the organizer background chat color. They've customized the areas of this event. They call the stage Impact plus stages A through D. So there's multi-stages. Let's just jump over and look at these stages. They've added the background on the stage area. So like they've even customized the font in this event. So you can see these stages are all live now. We can jump and watch them. Let's take a look at.
And again, getting people out of the roads to look at components or explain things is a little bit more complicated.
So they're having a conversation here. It looks like a panel of 4 folks chatting on this stage. Let's jump out and notice that each stage has its own chat for a conversation to partake and be interactive with attendees and speakers here. And then you can toggle back and forth between the event chat and the stage chat. And that's the same case with every area in Hopin. Whether you're in an expo booth, networking, a session, you can always toggle back and forth and see kind of the main conversation happening. There's also the schedule that's always accessible at the top of your screen where you can see the other live segments happening. So let's jump into Black and Tech.
And address the fact that these two things are alive and well in our industry. And that's really why now.
So this is another stage that's happening simultaneously as the other stages. And I also want to point out that you can have polls at your Hopin event. So they've asked some interesting questions here. This is a great opportunity to collect live data from your users, from your audience. So let's answer one, and then you can see the results live as soon as you click in. Also notice the people tab. This is kind of the live registry of participants in this event. So it's a long list. You can search by your connections, by speakers. It registers the headline underneath names. So if you search for someone and you click into their profile, for example, I'll jump into this one, startup analyst. I can start a video call with Anna and invite, and by clicking this button, it creates a room for Anna and I to have a one-on-one conversation here in this event, video conversation. And I can also just send direct messages by typing down here. So let's back out and go back to the reception. The reception page, this shows your attendees what's happening now, easy one-click access to jump to what's live, custom description, how to get the most out of this event. Here's the user guide, kind of like orienting your attendees as they come into the event. This is your lobby or program. Good sponsorship branding opportunities here. Again, that can be tiered with gold, silver, and bronze. Then you have your schedule, multi-day schedule. You can search by segment. You can filter by tags that the organizer has set up, or by the type of interaction that you're looking to participate in, whether it's networking, the stages, the expo. So that's the schedule. And then below the schedule, you can load more segments. Let's move on to the sessions area. So we've seen the stages, and stages, you can use Hopin's built-in studio for organizers, or you can plug in a separate stream using any video production software.
Once you get past all the donor screens and all this and that, when you finally get to it,
so lots of fun stuff happening on the stage. Now here's the sessions area. Sessions area, this is kind of like your breakout rooms or virtual roundtables for your attendees to participate in conversations together. There's 3 live here currently, and you can see the number of people watching and participating in these sessions. You can also organize by tag, so these are all customizable as well. And let's jump into one. Let's jump into pitch battle. This is a moderated session. So that means that there's a moderator who lets
a fantastic job
of
being able to do
in and out of this session. So Andrew's given a little talk here, and we can see 55 people are watching, and 1 out of 10 people are on screen. So if I click this button, ask to share audio and video, Andrew, or whoever the moderator is going to see that, see my face in a queue, and then if he clicks that, I'll be able to jump on camera and participate in the conversation. Then the moderator can say, can just click to remove me from the stream. So very seamless way of having two-way conversations and live Q&A with your audience members. You can also see there's a notification for who just joined, so you can see who these folks are who are watching. And again, this session has its own chat for just this little group to have a focused conversation. The stream there, it's dark because I muted Andrew, and then it looks like his connection's not so strong. So if there's video quality issues, a lot of times that's because of user connections. That's difficult to control for. A lot depends on the individual's setup, but it does not slow down or impede the performance of your event for everyone else. So one cool thing that in sessions like this one, they have a presentation. He's screen sharing a presentation. So if I double click it, it goes to full screen. What's really neat and different about Hopin from other platforms is that it's really a user-driven experience, similar to a physical event, where instead of forcing us to go to certain sessions or watch certain content, the attendee can choose, oh, I want to really watch this presentation, or maybe I want to listen to Nicole, or maybe I want to listen to Juiced. And so you can have 20 people on screen and 500 people watching, and those numbers can go up or down. If you have more people on screen, less people watching, less people on screen, more people watching. That's how our sessions work. So they're having a great conversation here, and looks like they're about to go through their presentation, but let's jump out. And here you can have as many sessions as you want. Looks like a new one just started. Yeah, this Sprint Premium. I think this one's just starting, and they're about to be loading up. Yep. This one's just about to start. 6 people watching. It's being recorded. These can be recorded or not recorded. It's up to the organizer. And then you get all those recordings live as they happen in your organizer dashboard. So yeah, there's lots for attendees to do. They kind of choose their own adventure, or sort of find the content and the connections that they want to engage with most at your event. What ends up happening is we see double and triple the turnout rates, and people stay engaged over the length of the event more than the industry average. Here's the networking area. This area gets the most tweets, I like to say, but this is where you get to network with people through live one-on-one video matchmaking. If I were to click this button, I'd be instantly matched with someone else who clicked the ready button in the networking area, and we'd be engaged in a one-on-one conversation that's set to a timer that the organizer sets. We often see 5 minutes or 3 minutes. And then there's the, and I would click this to show you, but I would want to get the consent of the other person in order to share this, so I'm not going to click it. But once in the conversation, it looks like a FaceTime call, a one-on-one, sort of video conferencing call, and the connect button shows up. If both people click the connect button, shows up underneath here, then it's like a LinkedIn connection where you get each other's contact information and links, and then you get a list and a summary of all your new connections from an event after the event. So that's the networking area. You can pair different ticket types up this way. We see job seekers and employers a lot at recruiting events. So different ways to be creative with matchmaking here. This is kind of our connection discovery tool, very similar to the physical event sort of experience, going to a happy hour and running into someone in line, and having a great conversation. Lastly, this is the expo area. These are virtual vendor booths that are interactive and can feature different presentations and content. So they've got a number of booths going on here, and you can see future marketing. This one's cool. You could put a YouTube video in here. You could put a Wistia clip. You could put Vimeo in here. Here's the booth chat that for conversations around this booth. Then organizers can also switch them to live presentations, where you can have a video being played or a screen share happening. And then you can also have Google Slides in your vendor booths, for attendees to navigate through. Here's a conversation happening.
That evening when
There's his child. And so if I wanted to have a conversation with Juice, I could ask to share audio and video, and he could let me in, and then we're interacting in his booth. Each booth has branding and discussion, and description and links, and then this register interest button. It's kind of like the badge scan. It's a lead gen mechanism for attendees to register interest at vendor booths. Here's another one. Visit websites. This can be a customized CTA for your vendors. And that is the expo area. So lots you can do here. Great way to have sponsors, have interaction with your attendees, generate leads, distribute their messaging to a targeted audience through your event. And you can have different sizes of booths based on sponsorship levels. So you can sell, we have a white paper. If you go to hoppin.to/white paper, let me just show it to you really quick. There is a white paper here that shows you how to deliver 6-figure value to your virtual event sponsors. And there's a story here about how one sponsor or one organizer generated $220,000 in sponsorship revenue for their one event. So this is a free ebook. Head to hoppin.to/white paper to download it. Just wanted to let you know that exists. So yeah, that's an overview of what it looks like to join an event hosted on Hoppin. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to send them in to our team. Always happy to help and we look forward to seeing your events on Hopin. Thank you. Hi, this is Dave with Hopin.
All right. So that's the live hop-in event walkthrough. So if you have other questions, just let us know.
I'm going to show you an
And
example of a live
we'll
Hopin
help
event.
you with that. Okay. So I'm just gonna. It's 11 days before the Pod Fiesta Summit. So this is the website. So you can see 10 days 10 days to go. So you can go to podfiestasummit.com. 10 days still. So just go to podfiestasummit.com and get your free ticket. And also I'm gonna show you the walkthrough for. I just show you the actual hop-in events. So this is it. So we're just gonna do a preview of the event. Okay. So we'll have do this for you. Give me see. Okay. Okay. So that's the preview of the Podfiesta Hop-in bed. So that's the reception, and there's a chat, pools, people, so you can see who's going to be attendee. So there's a stage. So this is the main stage, and the session. So and the networking. So and the expo. So that's our sponsor for the first Podfiesta Summit. So still 10 days to go. So you can still go to the website at podcastersummit.com and you can get your free ticket. So just click this get ticket and get it free. All right. So this is all the speaker that's going to be talk on the Podfiesta Summit. Thank you so much. And see you on April 10 and 11. See you.